Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we started with the chapter known as nutrition in plants. Right? We discussed about the what are the nutrients, what is the nutrition, what is the purpose of nutrition in our body. It is nothing but for the nourishment of the body. We are going to get food. We are going to eat food. In the same manner, we discussed about the various types of nutrients which are useful for our body. In the same manner, we are studied about the modes of the nutrition. They are nothing but one is autotrophic nutrition, another one is heterotrophic nutrition, and we also discussed about the autotrophs and heterotrophs. And when we discussing about the autotrophs and heterotrophs, we came to know that large number of plants are autotrophs. Large number of plants are autotrophs. That is nothing but large number of plants are going to prepare their own food. They are going to prepare their own food. They are going to make their own food, and they are going to utilize that food for their bodies. So that for that reason, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the process of the plant that is going to make the food. Right. Before that, I want to ask a question to you. Now, every living organisms are made up of something. What is that thing? If you check that a building, when you check a building, big building, when you check that building is made up of small bricks. Building is made up of the small bricks. Small bricks when kept together, when they are arranged in the manner, they are going to give us a building, big building, strong building. In the same manner, when you compare that building to a body or a living organism, every living organisms are made up of a small cells. The whole body is made up of the small particles, or we can call it as shells. Right? All the human bodies, all the bodies are made up of the small tiny particles or molecules. Those molecules are nothing but they are made up of the small units. Those are units are known as cells. In the same manner, when a building is made, how does the building is made? Building is made by using the small bricks. Those small bricks arrangement together is going to consist a large building. In the same manner, the cells are nothing but the small units which are present, tiny units which are present are going to arrange in such a manner that it is going to produce a body. That means if my hand is made up, my hand is there, this hand is made up of the small tiny units. Those tiny units are nothing but those units are the cells. In the same manner, plants are made up of the cells, animal beings are made up of the cells, human beings are made up of the cells. Cells together constitute a whole body, whole organ. So their cells are very important. Without cell, no one is going to survive. Right? Cells are the what? Cells are the tiny units of the body. Tiny units of all the living organisms. Tiny units of all the living organisms. And another thing, it is not possible to visualize the tiny units, that is nothing but cells, by naked eye. We should use the microscope so that we can see those things. The cells, we are made up of the cells. But if you want to see the cells, it is not possible to see the cells by the naked eye. For that purpose, we should use the what? We should use microscope, so that in the microscope we are going to see the cells. The cells are such, the size of that cells is such minute, it is very small. So that it is not possible to see the naked eye. So that to see the cells, we should use microscope. Under the microscope only we can visualize the cells. Without microscope it is not possible. And cell consists of one is cell membrane, second will be nucleus, and third will be cytoplasm. Third will be cytoplasm. When I draw a cell will be like this. It is maybe in any structure, maybe round structure or any structure. It depends on the type of the cell. The structures can be like this, and it will be the cell membrane, the outer surface. A will be the cell membrane. A will be the cell membrane. B will be the nucleus. C will be the cytoplasm. And this one, center one, the dot one will be the option B. That is nothing but it will be nucleus. The outer surface, the covering of the cell is nothing but cell membrane. The center point, which is like this, is known as nucleus, and it is the major reason that a cell is going to have life. Without this nucleus, the cell is not going to have any life. In the same manner, the liquid jelly-like structure, a jelly-like structure which is present inside the cell is nothing but it is a cytoplasm. That is nothing but C, right? Cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell membrane. These cells constitute, the cells look like this. The arrangement of these cells, n number of cells. The arrangement of n number of cells is going to constitute a body. Now, if you ask, why are you studying the cells? Cells are important so that if a life is to be there, cells are to be there. In the same manner, to production of the food, if to occur, the production of the food is going to occur in these cells, and the transport of the food is going to occur in these cells. The cells are going to give us the energy. Every process is going to happen in these cells. Every process which is going to happen in the cell. For that reason, we should know just outline of that cells. I hope this is clear about all about the cells. Next, we are going to discuss about the nutrition in the plants. We are going to discuss about the nutrition in the plants. That is nothing but the what? It is the process of preparing their own food. It is the process of preparing their own food. So now we are going to discuss about the nutrition in plants. That is nothing but making of the food by the plants themselves. That process is nothing but it is the photosynthesis. It is nothing but photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in the plants where they are going to prepare their food by their own, themselves. So then when we write this photosynthesis as photo is nothing but sunlight. Photo is nothing but sunlight. We have to take the photo. What should be present there? Should be light present there. In the same manner, photo is nothing but sunlight. In the same manner, what is synthesis? Synthesis is nothing but preparation of the food. Synthesis is nothing but preparation. Synthesis is nothing but preparation. Preparation of what? Preparation of the food. Right? Photosynthesis is nothing but the sunlight, and synthesis is nothing but the preparation of the food. This is the mode of the preparation of the food in the plants. Right? Now, we have to define the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing but it is the process. It is the process of preparation of food. It is the process of preparation of the food in the plants. Food in the plants by themselves. It is the process of preparation of the food by the plants themselves in presence of sunlight. In presence of sunlight. Right, you should remember these things. Photosynthesis, preparation of food, where in presence of sunlight. In which case, in plant, how they are going to make the food? They are going to prepare the food themselves. It is the process of photosynthesis. It is the process of food preparation. So, actually, where does plants are going to prepare their food? Now, for example, when you take a house, is it possible to prepare the food in the bedroom? No. In the hall? No. Then, where does we are going to prepare our foods? We are going to prepare our foods in a room. That is nothing but kitchen room. In the kitchen, we are going to prepare our foods. In the same manner, it is possible that plants are going to prepare their food on all the parts. Now, if you take the part as root, it is going to prepare the food. Is the root? No. At stem? No. It has a specific site for that food preparation. That specific site of the food preparation is nothing but they are going to make their food. They are going to prepare their food on the leaves. They are going to prepare the food of the leaves. Therefore, the food factory for the plants is the food factory. The food factory of the plant. The food factory of the plant is leaf. Is leaf. That is nothing but photosynthesis is going to take place at the leaves only. At the leaves only. The food factory of the plant is leaf. Every food item which they are going to prepare, every food item is nothing but they are going to prepare only starch. The food items they are going to prepare on the leaves only. Right? They are going to prepare on the leaves. Hence that it is known as the food factory of the plant is nothing but leaf. It is nothing but leaf. So you should remember. You should remember that they are going to prepare the food on the leaves. Now next we are going to discuss about the raw materials. We are going to discuss about the raw materials which are required for the preparation of the food. Which are required for the preparation of the food. Now what all be the raw materials? What all be the raw materials? So for example, if you have to prepare anything of food, we should have a salt, oil, water, everything should be there to prepare a food item. In the same manner, preparation of the food in case of plants, it is also required raw materials, it is also required something that it should make the food. Right? No, those raw materials are nothing but first one is carbon dioxide. First one is carbon dioxide. First one is the carbon dioxide, CO2, or you can write it as carbon dioxide only. The first one is carbon dioxide. Second raw material is carbon dioxide. Second one is water. Water is essential for every living organism. Carbon dioxide, and next is water. Third raw material will be what? It will be required what? It will require sunlight. It will require sunlight. Carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. Right, these are the raw materials. These materials together constitute the food item of the what? Food item of the plants. Now how these are going to come? How these are going to get? How plants are going to get the carbon dioxide, water and sunlight? Carbon dioxide will be present in the air. Carbon dioxide will be present in the air. Right, from air carbon dioxide is going to get by the plants. Right, if you take in the air, amount of carbon dioxide will be there. How the carbon dioxide is there in the environment? By the releasing, by the exhalation of the animal beings. We are going to exhalate carbon dioxide. We are going to intake oxygen, and we are going to exhale what? We are going to breathe out carbon dioxide. In the same manner, all other animals are going to release carbon dioxide into environment. In the same manner, the factories are going to release the carbon dioxide in the environment. Those carbon dioxide are going to utilized by the what? Plants as raw materials for the preparation of the food. Right. In the same manner, from where plants are going to get the water as a raw material? They are going to get the water as a raw material from the soil. From the soil. The water which is present underground, the water which is present on the soil, is going to utilized by the plants for the preparation of their food. I am just discussing about the raw materials. I am not discussing about the what actually happens in the photosynthesis. Right? In the same manner, from where they are going to get the sunlight? From where they are going to get the sunlight? From where they are going to get the sunlight? From the sun. Right? They are going to get the sunlight from the sun. Carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, sunlight from the sun. In this way, they are going to get their raw materials. In the same manner, how they are going to get a carbon dioxide inside their body? Plant, how they are going to utilize carbon dioxide inside their body? So plants are going to get carbon dioxide inside their body by using tiny pores which are present on the leaves. There may be a tiny pores which will be present on the leaves of that plant. Right? Through that tiny pores, carbon dioxide is going to enter inside and oxygen is going to get outside. Right? Those tiny pores which are present on the leaves are nothing but those are the stomata. Those are the stomata. Right? Those are the stomata. Right? Carbon dioxide from the air. Right? Carbon dioxide from the air. That carbon dioxide is going to enter into the plants by through stomata. Stomata are nothing but the tiny pores which are present on the leaves. The tiny pores which are present on the leaves. These are the tiny pores. These are the tiny pores which are present on the leaves. Which are present on the leaves. Right? From where they are going to get the carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is going to enter into the leaves by using the stomata. Stomata are nothing but the tiny pores of the leaves. Right? Their structure will be like this. Stomata structure will be like this. Right? This type of structure will be present in the leaves. These type of structures are going to help in the intaking of that carbon dioxide through this pore. This will be the pore. Right? This pore. And these are known as guard cells. These are known as guard cells. These are known as guard cells. Right? I hope this is clear. Air is going to give us the carbon dioxide to the plants. That plants are going to intake that carbon dioxide by using of the stomata. Stomata which are present on the leaves are nothing but the tiny pores. Tiny pores, and those looks like this, and they are the guard cells. About those things I am going to explain in the while explaining the photosynthesis. How actually they are going to intake those things. Next, from where the water is going to come? Water is going to come from the soil. How the plants are going to take that water from the soil? They are going to take that water from the soil by the roots. By the roots. Roots are nothing but bare root, if you call it as. If this is a plant, these are the roots. Water is going to get by the roots, which are present in the downward section of that plant. Right? That is nothing but water is going to go through the roots. Right? Now, if you remember, what is the food factor of the plant? The food factor of the plant is nothing but leaves. That is nothing but water should go to the leaves. The water is collected in the roots. Next, it should go to the roots. It should go to the leaves. How it is going to go? It is going to go to the roots by using the vessels. By using the vessels. Vessels, water vessels. You can call it as water vessels. Right? These vessels will be present on the stem. These vessels will be present in the stem as well as roots, as well as leaves. As well as leaves. If you take an example, if you require water, right, in our house, how are we going to get that water? We are going to connect a pipe so that the water should enter into a tank. In the same manner, here in this case, where does the water should go? The water should go to the leaves. If water should go to the leaves, but where does the water is present? It is present in the soil on the roots. It is collected in the roots. That roots have the water vessels. Water vessels are nothing but it is a pipe structure. It is a pipe-like structure. The pipe-like structure is nothing but it is going to transport the water from roots to the every part of the plant. They are going to transfer the water to the every part of the plant, so that the roots contain the vessels. The vessels are nothing but pipe-like structure which are going to transfer the water, which are present in the stem, roots and leaves, and they make a passage of the water. They make a passage of the water like pipeline structures, so that water should go to each and every part. From vessels, they are going to go to the leaves. Right? Soil, water is there. The water is going to be collected by the roots. By roots, water vessels will be there. Water vessels will be nothing but they are the pipe-like structure. They are going to transfer the water to each part of that plant. That is nothing but from stem, roots, and leaves. These are present in the stem, roots, and as well as leaves. In this manner, the water is going to go for all the all the parts of that plant. The last one is nothing but sunlight. Sunlight is also required for the plants. From where does the sunlight is going to come? Sunlight is going to come from the sun. Where does it is going to collect? How does it is going to collect? It is collected or absorbed by a chlorophyll. It is going to collected by a chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Right. Sunlight is going to absorb by the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is nothing but chlorophyll is a pigment which is present in the leaves. It is a pigment. It is a pigment. It is a pigment which is present on the leaves. Which is present on the leaves. Right. Chlorophyll is a pigment. Now when you see the plant, their leaves are green in color. The green in color is because of that a pigment which is present on the plants. That pigment is nothing but the chlorophyll. Due to the chlorophyll, all the plants have a green colored leaves. If green colored leaves is there, chlorophyll is there, they are going to absorb the sunlight from which is coming from the sun. Sun is going to give the sunlight. That sunlight can be absorbed by the chlorophyll which is present in the plants. By utilizing those sunlight, plants are going to prepare their own food. And chlorophyll is nothing but it is a pigment which is present on the leaves, and it is responsible for the green color of the leaves. These are the raw materials, and from where the plants are going to get that raw material is discussed here, as well as we discussed about how does they are going to enter into the plant so that they are going to take their own food. We are going to discuss about the photosynthesis in detail in the next class. Up to that point, please remember those things. Remember all these things. All these things are important to discuss about those things. Up to that point, thank you.